We've seen some pretty funny people this week, and there's more coming every day. But today we're doing a compilation of some that I thought were funny, and some that they thought were funny. Don't forget to subscribe.
Alright, so what do you call a police officer? It's someone that got lost trying to find the firefighter entrance test.
Okay, that was pretty funny. Let's see who's next.
Okay, if you're American when you go to the bathroom and you're American when you come out of the bathroom, what are you while you're in the bathroom? European.
Have you heard about the new restaurant called Karma? There's no menu. You get what you deserve.
That was one of my favorites. Okay, who's up next?
I was driving by the bank today. I saw a guy standing on one leg in front of the ATM. Couldn't figure out what he was doing. I was like, "Sir, do you need some help?" He's like, "No, I'm just checking my balance."
Okay, for this next set, we're going to rapid fire through the rest of them.
A pair of cows were talking in the field, and one says, "Have you heard about the mad cow disease that's going around?" "Yes," the other cow says. "Makes me glad I'm a penguin."
I told my friend last night that I slept with my wife before marriage, and I asked him if he did that, and he says, "I don't know, do you have a picture of her?"
So a kid comes into a barber shop. The barber leans over to his customer and said, "This is the dumbest kid in the world, and I'm going to prove it to you." He takes $1.50, 2 quarters, out of his pocket. He puts $1 in one hand and 2 quarters in the other, and puts it to the kid and tells him to choose one. The kid takes 2 quarters and he leaves. The barber leans over to his customer and says, "See, I told you he's the dumbest kid in the world." A little while later, the customer was walking down the street and he saw the kid coming out of an ice cream parlor. And he asked the kid, he said, "Why did you take the 2 quarters instead of the $1?" And he takes a look of his ice cream cone and says, "Because if I'd have taken the $1, the game is over."
Day voted today. It's a rich man and a poor man. Wives had their birthday on the same day. Rich man asked the poor man, "What you get your wife for her birthday?" Rich man said, "I got her a diamond ring and a Mercedes." He said, "That's good." He asked the poor man, he said, "What you get your wife for her birthday?" He said, "I got her some house shoes and a dildo. She don't like the house shoes, she can have sex with herself."
Why didn't the crab donate to charity? He's shellfish. And if your dog was craving pizza, what kind of pizza would he want? Pepperoni.
We're driving down a country road, and she turns to him and says, "I want a divorce." And he doesn't say anything, he just speeds the car up a little bit. Then she says, "And I want the house and the kids." And he still doesn't say a word, he just speeds up a little bit. And she says, "I've been having an affair with your best friend." He's still quiet and speeds up even more, just keeps accelerating. Then she says, "And I want the bank account and the kids." And he doesn't say a word, he just accelerates a little bit more. Then she says, "Well, don't you want anything?" And he turns and looks at her and says, "I've got everything I need. This car's only got one airbag," as he turns it into a tree.
The Pope is early for his flight. He asked his driver on his way to the airport if he could drive around for a while because they have time to kill. And he hasn't driven a car since becoming the Pope. Naturally, he's a bit rusty, so he's driving poorly when suddenly he sees police lights behind him. He pulls over, and when the officer comes up to the window, his eyes go wide and says, "The Pope, hold on a minute." He goes back to his car to radio the chief. "Chief, we got a situation. I pulled over an important figure." "How important? A governor or something?" "No, sir. He's bigger." "So what, a celebrity?" Said, "No, a major politician." "No, sir. He's more important." "Well, who is it?" "Well, actually, I'm not sure, but his driver is the Pope."
My doctor said I need to eat healthy. I said no. My doctor said that the last patient who didn't change his diet as he suggested ended up dying. I said, "Oh my God." He ended up saying that he died in a plane crash. I said it sounded unrelated. He said, "Yeah, don't argue with me. I'm the one that crashed the plane." There you go.
When I was a kid, you could go to the store with $1, get some candy, some Kit Kats, a bag of chips, and a soda. You can't do that anymore. There are cameras everywhere.
What do you call a frog who's illegally parked? Toad.
I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Don't forget to subscribe.